we're all very close with them too. So it's kind of, yeah, we're really good friends. And, you know, it's a genuine friendship between us all. And it works really well. You know, this whole experience, we've bonded so deeply with one another on a level that you can't really undo that, you know? So, you know, if we piss each other off, we call each other out, and it's not used against us 2 months later filming for a storyline. Like, we kind of are you know.
You're real friends.
We're like the normal people. I don't know.
Well, one person you're not so friendly with is Jarvis.
Yeah, we've never seen eye to eye. That's a fair comment. Yeah.
What is it about Jarvis that you just...
Well, she's just not my kind of person, you know. You see who she is, you know, kind of on the show. She's very reserved. She's kind of snobby. She's very, you know, like that. There's not really much like emotion that goes into that, which is fine. You know, everyone's different. It'd be very boring if everyone was the same. But in my initial kind of beef with her was that, she wasn't cast on the show and she was in the office. So I, like anyone, new girl, tried to, you know, start conversation, you know, find out a bit about her. She made it very, very clear that first day. And there was just me and her in the office. It was so fucking awkward. And she wanted nothing to do with me. And I was just like, okay, cool. And since it was a bad first impression that she gave me. And since then, it just kind of, you know, we just didn't ever find anything that we could have common ground on, which is very unusual for me. Like, I can have common ground with next to everyone, like near enough everyone.
Do you think she owes you for getting on the show? Because like you did talk about that last time you were here that she wasn't
but
cast.
like hats off to her. Her and Rose started shit with people on cast whilst we were filming to get on the show. Hats off to them, they made it. But that was the original beef that kind of the cast had with Rose and Jarvis, and that's why they were kind of, you know, kind of them a separate thing, because they weren't the original cast. So, but honestly, they did a great job at getting on the show. Hats off to them.
It works, right?
To continue, you know, the beef, you know, as you see it, and it didn't surprise me. I'm actually glad that they showed some of it with Jarvis talking so negatively about me season 2. You know, she makes comments on my mental stability. She says about my therapist. Like, she's very, like, she doesn't speak favorably about me at all.
She didn't come to your birthday party.
She age shames me, which I'm like, oh, are we all hearing this bitch? Like, this is why I don't like her. She's so condescending, and she, you know, so obviously with the show element added as well, they add fuel to the fire and, you know, all of that stuff. But yeah, I don't think we're ever going to get on, and I don't like her. So
why do you think she doesn't like you?
I have no idea. Maybe because I'm loud and I say what I think, and you know, I don't like her. So
can you say 3 nice things about her if I asked you to?
3 nice things. I mean, yeah, I don't know her. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I've heard that she's a good cook. You know, she's always very well put together, like with her style. And yeah, I mean, the couple of deals that she's done, she closed them. So she can evidently, you know, do the job. But
those are 3.
Yeah. See?
Those are 3-ish.
Best friends, besties. That's it. I'm gonna have a text message from her being like, "Oh, thank you."
Do you have a high of this whole experience just from the 2 seasons? Like one thing that stands out that just was like a good memory of this whole experience?
Honestly, 99.9% of it is all great. It's such fun. I am thriving in my business, and to have that captured on this platform is amazing. I get on with, you know, most of the people in the office or on the cast, and it's so much fun just to hang out with my friends and like do some fun stuff
And make money selling real estate,
and make
right?
money and, you know, get to, you know, go to Cabo and like see real estate there. And, you know, we do a little, you know, work trip season 3. And yeah, there's not much bad that comes with it.
Is there a low though that sticks out? Like one thing that
is there a low? The disappointment at seeing people not be who you thought they were. You know, like friendships, like I was saying earlier, like genuine friendships that I held very dear to my heart, to see that I'd kind of been bamboozled in that situation and that those people weren't actually, you know, that genuine in our relationship. That's really sad, you know.
Right. And you're talking about Sean and this situation and what, like just...
But there's other people too.
Right.
I mean, other people who I was really close friends with. Brandi, for instance, you know, season 2 was very difficult to navigate with her because off camera she was, you know, hysterically crying and saying that she didn't want, she wanted to like get out of the storyline, but then as soon as cameras were running, she'd kind of like bring it up again or throw us under the bus again. And it was like, we're trying to be here for you, but but you're saying 2 different things. So it got to a point where it was like, listen, like you're different people at this point. So, you know, it's just sad when people change who you believe that they are. And, you know, I'm kind of naive in that sense in relationships and friendships and whatever, you know. I kind of have a pattern of getting love bombed and I'm like, oh my God, this person's amazing. And then, you know, 6 months later, I'm like, wait, what?
You're like, where did that come from?
Yeah, so I'm learning. I'm a work in progress, you know.
How are you with Rose? Because, you know, Jarvis and Rose seem to have had some fractures during season 2. Our favorite door-knocking pair is no more.
I actually called that. I thought it would happen season 3, but they kind of jumped the gun on that. And I think that, you know, from the way I see it, which, you know, I'm sure other people have different, you know, viewpoints, but it was pretty obvious that, you know, Rose was kind of being used by Jarvis to be relevant on the show, to have like a, you know, a sidekick. And once she got herself on the show, she didn't really need Rose anymore. So, you know, not taking into consideration, Rose had brought her on $10 million listing. Jarvis was a very new agent as well. You know, we kind of started the real estate at the same time. So, you know, not to credit her as a mentor, I thought was really poor form, because Rose really did show her the ropes and helped her get onto the show. So,
and you think she just totally used Rose?
Oh, yeah.
Are you close with Rose then? Like now
me and Rose have always, we've never really had like major beef. Like I've been to her birthdays. I've been to, you know, historically, like